Hello, this practice is Journey to Presence. It's a short practice for when you're feeling disconnected and want to spend a little bit more time getting back into the body, into this present moment. We spend a lot of our time in a different time zone to where we are because our minds are programmed to be carried away into thoughts of the future, and the things that have happened in the past can take up a lot of our headspace. And so for most of us, it takes practice to be truly present. And one way that I quite like to do that is by getting into my body, to use the sensations in my body to kind of captivate my awareness. And so we're going to start just seated like I am now, with one foot in front. The other can rest wherever feels comfortable. And we're going to tap the whole of our body with all 10 fingers. So we're going to start on this foot, whichever one's in front, it doesn't matter. And you're going to tap all around. And you can be slow about it, there's no rush. And every time you tap, you have that touch, one part of your body to the other, and you can notice how it feels. And you can notice how it feels. And just remembering that you have a heel. Maybe it's the first time you thought about your heel for a while. Taking it all around the ankle. And then you start to travel up the leg. And as you get towards the knee, you can maybe straighten the leg out a little bit, give yourself some space, making sure you cover the whole of the body. And if tapping feels too subtle, then you can rub instead. That brings a little bit of heat. I quite like the tapping. And really think about this connection between your hand and your leg, so that all of your awareness is placed here. And it might be kind of too subtle to feel much at all, but the intention is there. You're just trying to feel into this physical sensation. And then you can swap over to the other side and do exactly the same thing. So waking up all of these different parts of yourself that you might not think about too often. And starting to travel up the other leg. Maybe straightening the leg out. And then when you get to the top of the leg, you have to stand up. So we come onto the mat and start to tap up the body. And you're trying to cover as much of your body as you can. And perhaps you can still feel the tingling in your legs where you were tapping before. And if it feels kind of strange, you can close the eyes. It's like a automatic response of feeling a little bit less self-conscious about what you're doing. Taking it all the way up and down the arms. Even the backs of the hands. Up into the shoulders. Neck, as much of the back of the body as you can. If you've got somebody close by, maybe you can get them to help tapping up and down the back. Dig into the back of the neck, the jaw, and gently tapping over the face, the temples, around the back of the head, and eventually we end up right at the top of the head. And tapping the top of your head. And then slowly let the hands release by the sides. And just feel any movement, any sensations, any tingling, any warmth Maybe you can just feel the fingers. Maybe you can feel the whole of the body. But just a simple exercise of becoming aware of the whole of your physical form. And this physical form is the way that we experience presence, right? It's the container through which we experience this life. And so the more connected we are to the sensations in the body, the more we understand the body, and the more we can kind of drop in and get really connected and really present. Coming to stand at the top of your mat now, I'm kind of with that in mind. You'll start to reach the arms up, but move super slowly. So as you're moving up, rather than thinking of getting your hands to the top, you're just moving your hands in space and noticing what you feel. Where do the sensations shift around the body at different parts? And as you exhale, lowering all the way back down. And it's almost like you're moving through resistance. Keep the knees slightly bent. And we're going to do that 2 more times. So just moving your hands up to the top nice and slowly. And as you do so, perhaps you feel the way the sensations shift. Maybe along the length of the arms, maybe into the chest, maybe the shoulders. There's no right or wrong, and maybe it just feels really subtle. But just noticing, giving yourself permission to not feel at all, just observe. 1 more time. And exhaling all the way back down, even slower this time. And as your hands come down, start to tuck the chin to the chest, rolling the upper back, drawing the navel in, and start to fold the body forwards. Good, just letting the head get heavy over the feet. And pushing down through the feet, coming all the way up to standing. Letting your head come up last. Root down through the feet and feel this drawing of energy coming up the body, shoulders to the ears. And then drop them down the back of the body. Turn the palms forward and bring your big toes to touch. How much of yourself can you place into your own awareness here? And take a breath in, reach your arms high, move super slow. Exhale, folding forwards, hinge at the hips, even slower than you know you can go. Inhale, lengthening the spine. And exhale, folding forwards, plant the palms, step your left foot. Really slowly place it to the back of the mat. Good. Push through the heel, root down through the left hand, and peel your right arm to the sky. Start to reach the right hand all the way back, and we'll make a big circle. So taking it down to the floor, pushing through the back heel, extend to the fingertips. Just gently opening up. Can you feel the movement of all of the tissues in the shoulder? Can you feel the lightness or the weight of your arm? One more time, inhaling to open up and exhaling all the way back down. This time, frame that right foot. Slowly step it to the back of the mat. Take a breath in. Exhale, lower your knees, send your hips to your heels, child's pose. Take a breath in and let it go. Looking forwards, plant the palms. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, begin to raise the right leg high. Moving slowly, step that foot between the palms. So take your time, consciously step the foot down and drop your back knee. Point the toes behind you and reach the arms up, moving slowly through space. Exhale, hands come down, frame the foot. Can you feel every millimeter of movement? Tuck your back toes, push through the heel. Look forward and step your left foot slowly to the top of the mat. Rooting through the feet, push down and rise up, moving super slow, feeling every single part of the movement as you ripple up to the sky, folding all the way back down. Lengthen halfway. And this time it's the right leg that steps to the back of the mat. Push through the hand, push through the heel, and peel the left fingertips to the sky. Lengthen through the back leg, squeezing the outer hips into the midline. As you inhale, start to sweep the arm all the way back, bringing it down towards the ground and then sending it forwards, feeling the articulation of the shoulder, the arm moving through space. Moving even slower, take your last circle here. And then place the hand to frame the foot, slowly stepping back to downward facing dog. And take an inhale, raise your left leg. Exhale, step the foot lightly between the palms. Drop the back knee, point the toes, and raise the arms up, moving through space. Exhale, frame the foot at the top of the mat. Tuck your back toes, shift your weight forward, and slow as you can, place the right foot next to the left at the top of the mat. Bend your knees, chair pose, reach the arms alongside the ears. Exhale, folding forwards, hands meet the earth. And take an inhale, lengthen your spine, and exhale, folding over your toes. Shift the weight to the right foot, step the left knee to the outside of the ankle and lower your hips down onto the floor. Nice. Take the right hand behind you, reach your left arm to the sky. Take a breath in and gently twist without force. Can you feel the spine wrapping around? Can you lengthen through your breath? And take an inhale, unwind gently, come to the other side. Little counter twist there. And then back to center, we'll swap the legs over. So leaning back, place the right leg underneath the left. Hug the left knee in, place the left hand behind your back. Rather than forcing a twist, can you stay conscious in your movement around your spine? And then gently unwind. Take a little counter twist to the other side. And then gently release. This time you're going to come to seated. So finding a comfortable seat or a meditation seat. And place the hands onto the thighs. I'll start to rub the hands onto the thighs, creating a little bit of warmth, a little bit of awareness again. And then place those two hands on the front of the body. Rest one on the heart and one on the navel. And come back to your breath. And breathing in. And breathing out. placing all of your awareness on this very moment, this very part of that inhale, and let it roll into the exhale as the mind follows the wave of the breath. And letting this breath be your anchor into presence. Taking all of the sensations of this moment, everything that you experience here, only being real in this very moment. And dropping out of the past and away from the future. And giving yourself the time to experience what it is to just be here. And taking a breath in and letting it go. Namaste.